Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy, and I got Xavier here. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
So this is the rich guy.
Something like that. Something like
Yes,
that.
sir. So how old are you?
I'm 20 years old right now.
For sure. All right, man. Let's go over the crypto. Let's check out the crypto market and see how it's doing. Because man, there's some exciting stuff going on. But are you excited about anything, my guy?
I'm just excited to give knowledge to your viewers.
What about any coins out there? Any coins out there that you're excited about?
I guess excited about it's a coin that's not doing too well right now, but Cardano.
All
Cardano.
right. Hey, man. I mean, Cardano's
ADA.
looking good to buy, right?
No, it is very attractive, very appealing.
Yeah. You know what I'm excited about right now? Ethereum. Oh man, Ethereum is doing good.
Yeah, so I mean, let's get into it. What do you think? What do you see Ethereum like by the end of the week? What are you
All right,
looking
all
at?
right, all right, all right. Wait up. Let's check out the market cap here real quick.
Let's go.
So let's go here first. Check this out. I find this interesting here. So Ethereum up 7%, almost 7% up on the day. I think it was up 7% earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But Ethereum is about to break an all-time high, and Bitcoin is still like, what is it, 12K below its all-time high?
Around
So
there, yeah. I think it topped out 69,000 around there.
69,000, right? Remember that? So
Yeah.
I'm really feeling good about Ethereum, man. I feel like Ethereum is just going to continue soaring up.
Yeah, so I think this time, I mean, we originally saw Bitcoin go all the way up to 69,000, and then we saw Ethereum. I think it was at like 4,700, 4,900, and then it dipped down. But I think it's going to be reversed this time. So I actually think it's going to be the opposite. I think Ethereum is going to make a new all-time high before Bitcoin does,
Yeah.
just because Bitcoin already hit that new all-time high. So I think more than likely by the end of the week we'll see a 5,000 plus
That's
Ethereum,
exciting,
and
man.
that's
So many people have been waiting on that.
yeah. And so the reason I'm saying 5,000 is just because if Bitcoin does manage to break over 60, I don't see why not. Like why Ethereum can't go with it. So say for example, Ethereum right now is at 47 through 4,700, right?
Yes,
And we
sir.
got Bitcoin right now at 57,000. Let's just say theoretically Bitcoin breaks 60K. That's about $3,000. What does it make you say that Ethereum will, go back to 4,900, and then Bitcoin, keeps going up and it goes up to 63, 64,000, and we could easily see Ethereum hit 5,000 more
Oh
than
yeah,
likely.
for sure, man. Oh yeah, I think 5,000 is going to happen for Ethereum, but I'm feeling pretty excited about Ethereum here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let's check out what else is good, because there's a lot of exciting stuff happening, man. I mean, the thing that I'm most excited about today is that, well, we saw stocks fall. Like, check out the Dow. The Dow went down a bunch today,
Yeah, and
but
it's just fear, the whole COVID thing that's going on right now, new strain.
usually you see crypto fall along with it. Like Bitcoin falls along with stocks, right? But
Yeah,
today was actually the opposite. You saw stocks fall and crypto held strong, which is making me feel very, very good about the future, or what
yeah,
December is going to bring for crypto. It's making me feel very, very bullish on what December is going to bring for crypto. So
yeah.
Solana up 5%. You like Solana at all?
Oh yeah, I do. I own some Solana. Yeah,
Nice. Polkadot. I know you like Polkadot, right?
I did like Polkadot, and I'm actually thinking about getting right back into it. I sold like around 44 around there.
Oh, nice. It might be a good time to
Yeah,
buy
to buy
back in.
back. Yeah, around there.
So you could buy in cheaper than what you sold it for.
Yeah, I think funny enough, Dogecoin right there. I'm actually thinking of purchasing some Dogecoin just because I feel like 21 cents or 20 cents in general is going to be good, especially if we see these numbers of Bitcoin at 100K, for example, or Ethereum at $6,000.
Yeah,
Dogecoin could easily go back up to 45, 50 cents, which from now would be a 2x, right? Or maybe
yeah.
even a 3x.
I'm
So
looking at SHIB too. We got a
yeah.
question from Franco Physique. He said, "Why is VGX pumping right now? Did I miss some news?" You know what, Franco? Let's go down to VGX real quick to answer his question. Franco,
Yeah.
you know what I've noticed with VGX? And I've noticed that right before the payments are given out or the interest date, you usually see VGX pump and then it'll kind of settle. So maybe tomorrow it'll kind of settle. But I've been kind of noticing this pattern, and me too. I was wondering, like, hey, what's going on with VGX? Why is it going up? But you notice that every day before, just kind of look back on the days before the interest payments and all that are paid out, and VGX usually has a nice rally the day before. So I'm thinking that might be it, and maybe momentum, people wanting to buy some VGX. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I like it. But yeah, VGX went up. I think it was one of the top coins today on CoinMarketCap. Let me see. I think there was only one coin. Let's check out the 24 here. Yeah, only Stacks was ahead of VGX. So Stacks was up 28% on the day, and VGX 25% today. Wow, that's insane.
That is crazy.
25%. That is crazy. I know you're on Voyager, right? X.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I used to have all my crypto, silly enough, in Robinhood, but I transferred everything over to Voyager, and the main reason for that is because obviously Robinhood doesn't give you money for holding it there. So I mean, I was better off sending my money over to Voyager.
Yeah. Oh, DJ Crypto said something about New York happening soon. I did watch that video, man. That video was hilarious with DJ Crypto, where he's doing the whole Alex Becker thing. If you guys haven't watched it, go check it out, man. His impression of Alex Becker is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did see that. I did see that he said and New York happening soon, and I'm not sure when it's going to happen. I know that Voyager, if Voyager is probably going to be the one that gets there soonest. But hopefully it happens soon, because I mean, New York is insane. If New York happens, I mean, VGX will rally up for quite a bit. I think when New York happens, I do expect we see like a $7 VGX for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's pretty crazy. Hello, Susan.
So do you think, Anto, all the exchanges right now, like Voyager and crypto.com, do you think this is kind of like I wouldn't say a phase, but obviously we had the whole meme thing, then we had altcoins. So do you think maybe this is something that we're seeing right now? I mean, I know right now we're seeing a bunch of crypto revolving around what's it called?
You mean like native tokens, like crypto.com and stuff like that?
Yeah. So you think those things are just pumping temporarily, or are they just catching up? What's your opinion on what's going on right now?
Well, I think for sure is we saw a little phase, kind of like we did with Metaverse. I think Metaverse is kind of finally relaxing a little bit.
Yeah.
But you for sure see those you for sure see those trends happen. Like you see them all the time. For example, when like the meme coins rally, there's so many more meme coins. Like if you go down, like for example, when Dogecoin or when Shiba was pumping, you saw Doge Elon and Floki Inu and a bunch of these crazy meme coins just pumping along with it. But for sure, you see those trends happening. And I think that trend was happening with crypto.com and VGX. It for sure was happening when crypto had that crazy deal with the whole Staples Center.
Yeah.
So you definitely saw crypto.com pumping with VGX. But I think now they're settling. And I honestly like the price action on both of them, where crypto.com went up to like 90 something cents, and now it's down at like 71. It found its bottom, I think, at like 69 cents. It found its bottom somewhere around there. But I really like what I saw with crypto.com, and I really liked what I saw with VGX, where they're finding higher bottoms, right? So that's really all you want to see. When something rallies, it's going to come back down, right? It needs to come back down. It's rare when it just rallies up and then it continues going up and continues going up. It's rare, right? So when VGX went up to 570, I said it in my videos, it's gonna come back down, right? And so it did. But the good thing that we saw there, let me pull up the graph. The nice thing that I saw with VGX was that it found a higher support level, I guess you want to call it, right? Yeah. So let me open up the VGX here. So even today, it's already coming back down. That's fine as long as right we find a higher bottom. That's good. So if we look at the 1 month here, kind of we saw it ranging at the $2.60, and then it had that crazy rally, and then it found a nice new little zone of support here, and at around the $3.80, so almost $1 higher. So that's good. I like this, right? I knew that it was going to go back down. I wanted when it was at 570. Obviously it's nice, but things will not keep on pumping forever. So I really like this when it came back down. So I'm feeling very good about VGX. Now, hopefully, we break this local all-time high of $5.70 in the near future. Hopefully, before 2020. But I know you're pretty good at with TA. What do you see here?
Oh, we're looking at VGX.
Yeah, what do you see here? You see
what's the all-time high for Voyager or VGX?
All-time high. Well, it's a little weird. I don't really look at it. I don't really look at the all-time high because they added more. They added like a higher supply, so it kind of doesn't really matter. But the all-time high was like at around $7.
$7. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely see VGX, going to $10, but
yeah.
I mean, my thing is like, I'm looking at basically a double, just a 2x. So
yeah.
But yeah,
and it's a smaller for sure. It's a smaller token. When you look at market cap, it's a smaller token, so for sure it can double. I mean, if you see a double here, it'll be a 3 billion market cap, so not that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right, but I got some questions for you. So you like ADA for sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say I liked it for a while, but I'm kind of just bag holding right now.
Yeah, so you got a pretty big bag of ADA, and for a lot of people that don't know about you, let's get into a little background. You're 20 years old.
Yeah,
you got a ton of money in your name. For a 20-year-old, you got a ton of money. What do you do? How'd you get this money?
So like, I guess like I started off like the year. I mean, just to make it simple, I didn't have really like a lot of money, so obviously. So my main thing was kind of just like working and then investing at the same time. So I got into stocks like right when COVID happened. So I started getting into that, and then I started realizing like, hey, I could turn these $3,000 and make it work for me while I'm sleeping, and it can generate me, $200. And so, I was thankful enough for like my first the first time I ever got into stocks was actually a good one for me. It wasn't negative. So it was actually Nikola. It used to be called something else. I think it was called VTIQ. I think that's what the symbols were. And so I got into it. I was on TikTok, and then I saw a post, and it said, "Oh yeah, this company Nikola, it's going to take out Tesla." And I think the shares were probably at $10.50. So I don't know why, but I got this like gut feeling like, hey, you know what? Let me get into it. So I had my Robinhood account. I put in about, I want to say like $3,000, which is kind of like everything I had at that time, into VTIQ. Within the next day, it went from $10 to $15, and I was up maybe $150. And keep in mind, for some people, $150 isn't a lot, but for me, somebody who was working at a grocery store and doing a bunch of stuff, I'm like, whoa, $150 in one day, like that's insane, that's crazy. So it's life changing.
Do you think that was Do you think that was the moment that you said like I need to start investing more, or what?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, I've probably worked like 6 or 7 jobs before that. And that was all the way up to like 18, dude. So, I was working at a grocery store, a fast food joint. And so I really valued money and the money that I had. So $3,000 to me was basically everything I had. Cause, I would go to the bank and I was like, oh, wow, I finally reached 1,000. I can't wait till the day I reach 2,000 or 3,000. So yeah. And so I threw my money in there. The next day, it went from $10 a share to 15. Instantly, I was hooked. I was already up $160. Thankfully enough, I got lucky again, and I decided to put more money into it. I think I had probably like another $400 sitting around, so I threw it in there. And so then the next day, again, I woke up and it was at $25, and so I was up maybe $350. And I was like, wow, I did this in 2 or 3 days. Like, this is crazy. You know, I've never seen that.
This is while you were working at a grocery store, and you would make what do you think you would make in a day at the grocery store? Do you think
grocery store, I would say I was probably making like $90
a day? So there were some days where you made more off stocks than
yeah,
you would make at the grocery store.
yeah. And so that's why I was like, wow, like people, this is how people make money. You know, this is how rich people get rich, right? So that was kind of like my main thing. And then yeah, and so silly enough, around $30 I sold, and I sold for maybe, I don't know, I think I probably profited $400. And so I took the money. I was super happy. I was like, let's go, you know. And $400 was a lot. That would be a 2-week paycheck for me. So, you know, I was like blessed. I was like, wow, I made this in 2 days, something I would make in 2 weeks. So I value that. But this is also like a learning curve for me as well, because as soon as I sold at $30, within the next day, it went from $30 to $90.
Oh,
And so DTIQ was one of those like pumped up, like if you hopped in early, you got lucky. Unfortunately, I sold a little bit too early, you know, but I still made my money.
hey, that's what I always tell people. You know, people always tell me like, you know, I sold too early, and I always ask them, hey, did you make money? And if the answer is yes, you know what, you made the correct call at the moment, what was best for you. You know,
exactly. Yeah.
If you made money, I think that's all that matters. It has happened to me so many times. And I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. It happened to me with Dogecoin. I bought it back in 2017. If I would have kept it now, I would have been good. I could have been retired, but but you know, I didn't. And you know, I sold it, and you know, I made money, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I made money.
Exactly. And so I think we got a question here. Franco Physique says, should I sell my VeChain and buy ADA? What is your thing? Because as much as you or me, you know, I know you might not like ADA as much, but you know, you can't really go wrong with a 150, 160 ADA, considering it's hit $3 and stable support was at $2. So, I mean, what's your thought on that?
You know what? I'm gonna say it really depends on if you already hold ADA. Do you already? I would ask. Do you already hold ADA? For example, me, I love VeChain and I love ADA. I hold both of them. And if you were to ask me which one would I buy right now, well, for my portfolio, I already hold, I think, enough ADA. I have enough ADA in my portfolio, right? But in my scenario right now, if you told me buy VeChain or buy ADA, if someone just gave me $100 right now and said buy whatever you want, I would go VeChain. I would go.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
But again, that's in my scenario, right? Because I already have enough ADA.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's scenario is a bit different. I mean, for me, I'd obviously go with ADA, and probably the only reason I would go with ADA was just to average out. That's literally the only reason. Other than that, I definitely have too much money on there, and I could definitely show the chat how down I am right now.
I want to see it. Let's see it.
Yeah, you guys want to see it? Okay, let's see.
Is it red?
It's super red. Yeah,
I'm down on ADA too. I'm down on
so ADA. Let's see here. So you can take a look. I don't know if you guys could see that. Let me see.
It'll focus. No, I don't think it's where I can't see it. That's on Voyager?
Yeah, it's on Voyager. Oh, right there.
No.
minus 4,000.
Oof.
Yeah, about 27%.
Ouch.
And so I'm averaged out at around $2.10. And so the price right now is at 150. I'm in probably about $16,000.
But you bought ADA. I remember you bought ADA before it was at $1. So, but most
and I made a little bit of money, but then I sold it.
Oh, I see. So this is a current HODL trade thing going on.
Yeah. So I think I told you about it. I was telling almost everybody about it. I was super heavy on it when it was at 220. I was like, oh my God, Cardano at 220. That's a steal. That's a steal. It's already hit $3. Like it's gonna end up going back up. Blah blah blah. Then it hit $2. I'm like, oh my god, this is even more of a steal. So that's when I went in a little too heavy, and now it's at 150. I do have cash on hand, but I just feel like as my bag is too big to keep putting money into it. So I think I'm good at $2.10. And the reason I say that is just because Cardano was stabilized at $2 for a long while.
Yeah.
So I think once it goes back up to $2, we could definitely see it go from $2 to maybe 250. Who knows?
Charles, he's got a view. It's kind of like methodical with data. It's very slow process. It's this step and then the next step and then the next step. Yeah. And so I don't know. I think ADA, if your plan is to hold for a really long time,
then it's a great project. Yeah,
you'll be fine. If your plan is to hold for 4 or 5 years, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
If your plan is to make a quick trade,
probably not the best
decision. For another momentum.
I mean, depending on how December turns out, I know everybody in the crypto world thought November was going to be a good month because people were saying, oh, it's basically replicating 2017, right?
Yeah.
November was supposed to be that great month. Now we're, we got people like Crypto Jeb, BitBoy Crypto, all these big crypto guys, and they're all saying, okay, maybe what's it called? Lengthening cycle is probably what's going on right now. So I think maybe everything is a little bit delayed. So I'm thinking realistically the November is December for us. So we might see things go up, and we're already starting to see things go up in December. I think tomorrow is
December
1st.
Tomorrow's December,
okay,
yeah.
So tomorrow's gonna be December 1st. I've seen many times in crypto where the first of the month actually ends up going crazy, and so that ends up happening while we're sleeping. So I think tonight while we're sleeping, we might see some definitely up 10%, up 15% for almost every crypto tomorrow morning. And then we'll see if it sustains like that for the rest of the month. But supposedly this is supposed to be the greatest month of all time. If things don't start getting interesting in December, I'm really going to start looking at my options as far as exiting. I might run it into January, but anything after January, I'll start getting worried as, we all know crypto drops 80 to 90%. And so you don't want to be that guy that kind of is there and like, damn it, man, I should have sold, or I should have just took my money, or I should have took my losses. Right. So just got to be smart about it, and kind of go with that.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I really don't. I don't think we'll see Bitcoin at under 20K for a really long time.
Agreed. No, I totally agree.
So right now you're looking at, I don't know, man. It's tough. I for sure I have already began taking some profits off and I made a video on how I take profits, and pretty much what I like to do is it sounds easy, right? it's sell high and then obviously buy it back low, and then whatever money I made from that, I send it on to USDC, and I make my bag of USDC grow. But my bag of crypto kind of stays the same when it works out. This plan has worked out for me quite well. When I do these trades, it works out well for me. The only time it didn't work well for me was with Mana. I tried selling Mana at it was like at $1.90, and it just kept on running up. So I lost my.
And I think that that's kind of like a lesson for a lot of people. I mean, that's the only way you kind of learn in stocks and in crypto is sometimes you can't predict everything, and you have to be okay with that. You just gotta kind of have to wait for things to retrace and go back to that price target that you want. It definitely sucks sitting on the sidelines and, me being, for example, say I was super heavy on Cardano and I was bag holding, and then let's just say it goes up to 250. And instead of me being down 4,000, I'm now up 4,000. I cash out, I take my money. I'm like, okay, cool, nice. How much would it suck for me to be sitting on the sidelines and see ADA go from 250 to $6 to $7?
Yeah.
That would hurt a lot. And so, you can't predict the bottom. You can't predict the top. You just have to be okay with, I'm okay with these amount of profits. I'm okay with, this amount of money. And then you kind of just go off of that.
Exactly. You know, everyone has their own goal. That for sure is. I agree with that. You know, a little bit more. How did you get into crypto? So you told us you were into stocks. You were definitely big into stocks. We're seeing a lot of VeChain, man. I love VeChain.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love VeChain, man. I love
yeah,
VeChain. I love me some VeChain. I'm probably gonna buy some more VeChain.
yeah.
But if you have any questions, put them on the chat, and we will answer them right away. So questions, any comments, anything like that. Yo, real quick, what's your Twitter? Because I know you're on Twitter. If anyone wants to follow you.
Oh yeah, so it's just it's kind of like my little secret account, but it's just XMS 100K. It's just short for my first name, which is Xavier Martinez Salgado, and then the 100K just represents, me hopefully hitting 100K by the end of this year. Hopefully. So we
That's
got one more
insane. At
month.
20 years old, 100K.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of like my goal. That's what I want to hit. That's what I've been saying like every day. Okay, I want to hit 100K. I want to hit 100K. I'm really letting it in the hands of crypto right now. So I could either go up to 100K or I could lose all my money or not all of it, but maybe $10,000 left. And I'd totally be okay with that. I'd totally be okay with that. I'd rather take that risk to 100K and, be down, 40,000, I'll take that risk any day. That's just like, I'm young, and so I don't really see, any benefit of. I mean, what am I going to do with a lot of money right now? Buy myself a nice car? That's only temporary. Um, yeah, cars are nice and all, but realistically, money is a lot nicer. Let's just say that. So yeah. What was the question? How did I get into crypto? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got into crypto. I think it was actually from you. So. Actually, no, it wasn't from you. I think you kind of like pushed me to do it a little bit more. But I started off with, I got into Bitcoin for a while, and so I think Bitcoin was maybe at like $19,000, $18,000, and I bought in at that time. Not too heavy. I think it was maybe like I purchased it on Cash App, and I probably purchased like $500, and it's probably like the
What of
funniest.
Cardano?
Huh?
Of Cardano?
No, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, so there's gonna be kind of a little bit of a funny story, but I bought what's it called? I bought $500 of Bitcoin when it was at like 17,000, 18,000 around there. I think it dipped back down to like 13 or 14,000. Keep in mind I didn't have a lot of money at the time, so I actually sold for a loss. I sold my Bitcoin. I think I from the 500 I put in, I probably took out 440. Worst mistake of my life. I mean, but those are the things you kind of just learn from. And yeah, I guess that was like my entryway into crypto, just seeing it on the news, people talking about it. And then from, stocks, it was crypto because, people started getting a lot heavy. Obviously you started talking about it a lot. So that's kind of how I got into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And obviously
that's why I started the YouTube, because I would talk so much about crypto, and
Yeah.
the family was like, you know what, we've had it. And they're like, and my sister jokingly said, you should just make a YouTube and talk about it there. And I was like, you know what, I will. You know what, I will. So that's what I created my YouTube.
Yeah, there you go. And so, obviously stocks and all that stuff is very nice. Seeing 15%, 10%. But then once I jumped into crypto, you start seeing these big returns like 80%, 90%. And, I bought Ethereum at like 1,700. So I was up almost 130%, when it hit 4,000. And, I definitely made a good amount of money off of that. But this is kind of where buying in kind of went. Like I'm saying, the more you're in the game, the more you learn from it, right? So Bitcoin went from 4,000 and 4,200 or something like that, and it dipped that near May all the way back down to almost, I don't know, 2,900. I want to say no more than that. I think it was almost 2,000. So it was at 1,900. I was in Los Angeles. I saw everything go crazy. You saw, Bitcoin from 64K all the way back down to 29,000. Everything.
Oh man, that was a horrible. That was
a horrible day, and it all happened.
Yeah.
It all happened in one morning. And so from that, you kind of just learn, right? I had a choice to, you know what, fuck it, let me take the losses and let me just go on about my life, right? Or I was like, you know what, I think it's going to keep going up. I'm going to put a little bit more money into it. And so thankfully enough, I made the right choice to purchase more Ethereum, more Bitcoin. And a little bit of altcoins, and then I made, obviously when everything went back up where we are today, I'm up a good amount. I'd say, just with crypto alone, I've probably made, $7,000 to $8,000, and maybe somebody might be like, oh, that's not even that amount, not a lot of money, right? But for me, I'm very strategic in the way of like I'm only getting into things that I know will be around for a while. I don't
Yeah.
want to put in
Oh,
$3,000 or whatever. I
real
will
fast.
say, what was that?
Real fast. We got
Yeah.
a question from Franco Physique. He said 95% of my portfolio is VGX. Should I take some profit and buy other crypto? Real fast, Franco. I would say, what I would ask you, well, what is your average buy-in? And then are you part of the VLP? And then if you are, what tier? Um, that's what I would ask you, right? So I would again. So what is your average buy-in for VGX, and then what tier are you in if you are part of the VLP? So if you can answer those questions, then maybe not financial advice, but what I would do in your scenario, because 94% of one single coin for me is way too much. I'm a person that preaches diversified, right? I think it is always good to be diversified. Um, Highest tier to 280. Highest tier 280. Wow. And then so you're at the 20,000 tier. So you have 20. Do you have more than 20,000 VGX? See, that's the thing. And then again, it depends on what your goal is, because is your goal to establish like some sort of passive income? Is your goal to That's insane. If you bought at 280 and you're at the highest tier, you are happy right now, man. You've made so much money. Congrats for hodling through all the bad stuff. Because I know you've been on my on my YouTube from a long time ago when all the FUD was going on, right? That crazy FUD that VGX is going down to $1, this and that, and you held through all that. That's insane. Props to you, Franco. That is insane. Yeah. So what would you do? Would you have 94% of one token?
I honestly wouldn't. That's just me though. I'm not gonna stay here and say like, hey, I'm this diversified person and that I have 5% into every token. I realistically don't. I have money in the things that I believe will be here long term.
I believe in VGX, yeah, for
So
sure.
so there you go. If you believe in VGX, go ahead and buy it.
Yeah.
One of my biggest holdings, for a while was Ethereum. Like I was heavy on that for a cool minute, like a good time. And, thankfully everything kind of worked out. There's definitely things to be resolved, like the gas fees and things like that. But yeah, I don't see why Ethereum can't go to 10,000 or 25,000 within the next bull cycle, right?
Yeah.
Wackish the Boys by Daquan. Okay, Isaac, relax.
So this guy just got into crypto and he made some money on Ethereum. He was messaging me today. He was super happy. You Xavier, you were the one that told him to buy Ethereum, and
Yeah.
I think he made his first 1,000. So Daquan made his first 1,000.
Yeah.
On Ethereum.
I mean, just for me, like anytime you see Ethereum down, it's like it's really the only thing that's going to go back up, guaranteed, every single time. So when you see, Ethereum down, a lot of, big percentage, go all in. I mean, for me,
I don't know about that one.
Maybe
I don't
not
know
all
about that one. I'm much safer than you. My investing style is very, very safe. Like I'm super safe.
Yeah.
I calculate. I'm a math teacher and I make my calculations. I make sure that if things go bad, I can recover somewhere else. So, I'm very, my investing style is very safe, and I'm sure that people find it very boring.
Yeah.
But it's, I believe in slow and steady gain will get you to where you want to be.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, definitely, there's different investing styles. I think it also depends on age too. A lot of people say like, oh, age doesn't matter when you're investing, but realistically it does. It's, investing is different for each person. That's why I never really give the same financial advice to, like the same financial advice to different people, because it's just everyone's in a different situation. Somebody might have some kids, somebody, might be in a relationship, somebody has to pay for rent, somebody, like it all depends on the situation, right? And so if somebody is 30 versus somebody who is 20, at 20 you can take a lot more risk in life than you can at 30. Because once you start getting older, it's harder, to take risk and do these things. So that's why I think I have the mentality I have, where it's like, whatever money I put in, I'm okay losing. I just, it doesn't
That's
really
how
matter.
it should be. I mean, whenever you invest in something that can go up or down, you should be ready for the worst, for the pain.
Yeah.
So for sure.
So I think that was the number one reason too why I was mentally prepared for Cardano. Like, obviously seeing it down 1,000, 2,000, it doesn't feel good. 3,000 definitely doesn't feel good. 4,000, but I stand my ground. I'm like, you know what? Eventually, it's gonna go to the price I want it to be.
Yeah.
And if for some reason it doesn't, oh well, that's the risk I was willing to take, right? Whether it be $16,000 that I lose, okay, that's fine. I'll make it up on the next one. And so that's kind of how you have to go by with crypto. Yeah.
You want to one last thing. So, and then we could check out some crypto coins. What do you think? We'll check out some cryptos that you like, maybe some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But one last thing. If you could give anyone, let's say that I'm not sure who's watching right now. We have a few viewers, but let's say that there's a young 18, 19, 20-year-old. What advice, like, I'm not just talking like crypto here. I'm talking like life advice. What life advice would you give them to reach their goals in life, whatever it be? I know my goal is to one day reach financial freedom. Hopefully that happens soon, and hopefully VGX takes me there. So, what would be some sort of advice that you would give this?
Yeah, I mean, whether it be crypto advice, stock advice, or even life advice, right? I think the best advice you can ever give to somebody is just somebody that brings them value, that teaches them something. So for me, that's something like, if you're gonna say, if you want to do something, go for it, and don't let anybody kind of like stop you from that. And I kind of had to learn this the hard way, a couple years ago, as things weren't the best for me. I was depressed. I didn't think life was steering me in the right direction. Little did I know that was probably the best thing that could have happened to me, because it brought me to where I am today. And yeah, I may not be at the best position where I want to be, but it's definitely a lot better than where I was a year ago, right? So my thing is, if you have a dream, or if it's cringy as it sounds, if you have a dream, or if you want to do something in life, go all for it, dedicate your time to it, really believe in yourself, and, take that leap of faith. I know, like, this isn't like the biggest thing, but I will compare it to this. When I was like working at a grocery store, for example, I would have never thought like, oh, I could actually, start a little business and, generate income or generate some type of money, right?
So I don't think you told them, but because you have your own business. At 20 years old, right? You have your own business, which is pretty freaking awesome. So what's your business?
I mean, so I really just kind of got into it in it's only been about a year now, exactly, actually, but it's just videography and photography. So, anything that revolves around video, things like, weddings, I do freelance work, real estate, that was definitely a tricky one to get into, but once you learn it, it's kind of hard to, get rid of. Aerial footage, 360 tours, you can make decent money off of that. And so, if you're working a day at, say a grocery store for 8 hours, and they're paying you $100, or maybe even 85 after taxes, you can basically do the exact same thing, but with video. So for example, something that I charge for a 360 tour that maybe takes me about 40 to 45 minutes, I'm charging about 150, so I made 150. What would take me 8 hours is now taking me 45. So I think just managing your time.
45 minutes or 45?
45 minutes. Yeah,
45 minutes.
So just something like that, seeing how you can work less but produce more money. And the way to do it is just, investing in yourself at first, right? Like learning these skills. learning how to, operate a 360 camera isn't as hard as people make it seem. It's just a matter of sitting down and learning. And from that, going out and reaching out to people. Dude, there was a period for almost 2 or 3 months where I didn't make any money when I started off. I was literally, and you saw it, I would go to real estate agents. I'd go to San Jose, San Francisco. I'd go to all these places. I'd give them a goodie bag. Hey, these are the services I do. This is what I could do for you. This is the type of value I could provide to you. And, some of them called, some of them didn't. But throughout that, you kind of learn and you kind of just go on the, the way that life takes you.
Yeah.
So,
for sure. Real fast, start dropping coins that you guys want us to look at. So leave comments on any coins that you want us to look at, and we're going to check out some coins right now. But how much money? So just leave comments, and we're going to check out all those coins that you guys leave. So leave comments on anything that you guys want us to look at. So start leaving those comments right now, guys. But real fast, like how much money do you think you've made from your business? Like how much money?
It's hard to tell, but I've definitely made it like a pretty decent amount. I'd probably say maybe 25,000 around there.
And that's
I want to say more, but for like I kind of have my money all over the place. Any money that I make, I throw it back into stocks or crypto.
The other day you showed me your Robinhood account, and you had some crazy returns. It was like for the year you had like 300% or something like that.
Yeah,
like how is that even possible? Like you beat the best, and I've never seen someone like actually show me there, and you were up like 300% on Robinhood.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen? Just real quick, tell me the story. How did that happen?
I think just kind of like I said, it all goes back to, learning from your mistakes and, time in the market is where you kind of learn. So the best piece of advice I could give to anybody, whether it be crypto or stocks, is patience. If you don't have patience, you will never make money.
Exactly.
And that's like the number one rule. If you do not have patience, you will not make money. Another thing is fear. If you get scared easily, and you are like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, and you cash out, you are messing up big time. You are giving your money to the people that are patient. So please.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying with VGX. When VGX was like at 180, I was just like, just stay patient, stay patient. There was no reason for VGX to be at $1.80. There was no reason, there were more users. Everything was showing that VGX should be higher than 180, but it was at 180. I was like, just stay patient. And there was people, I had one guy that and I feel so bad for this guy because he was a very good, I can make connections with my subscribers. And this guy would always comment on all my videos. And he was like, yeah, there was a time when VGX was doing well. And he was like, heck yeah, we're doing good. But when things went down, he started, I think he got scared. And then there was the last comment he ever made for me was for one of my videos, I still remember. And he said, I sold all my VGX. And that was the last comment that he ever. And this was when VGX was like at its lowest. And I was like, no, why'd you? I mean, I wasn't going to tell him, like, what do you tell someone when that happens? It was just like, you need to remain patient because now he sold everything and he missed this. He missed the good times for VGX. So for sure, I completely 100% agree. You got to stay patient, especially in the crypto market. Their cycles, like what we were just talking about, meme coins will pump. Certain coins will pump. Metaverse will pump. You got to stay patient for whenever that type of crypto starts to pump. You will see it, right?
Exactly.
So stay patient. Each coin will have its time to shine. If it's a good coin, as long as it's a good coin, it'll have its time to shine. You got to stay patient. That's the number one thing. Completely agree.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we you can't stress it enough. Like patience is probably the biggest thing. And if you don't have patience, I'm sorry, but please don't get into crypto, nor do you get into stocks because you will lose money.
Yeah.
Patience is probably one of the best things. I saw a quote, and it's been said many of times, but stocks and crypto is just you're exchanging money from the patient to the impatient. That's really what it is. But yeah.
All right, start dropping those comments on what coins you guys want us to watch. I see Matic, so let's check out some Matic real quick. Let me hop on over here to Coin Market Cap, and let's check out some Matic. You have yourself any Matic?
I don't actually. I had a little bit of it, but I sold it.
I love myself some Matic. Pretty much the way that I see Matic is like the cheaper Ethereum. It always follows the Ethereum pattern. So for a lot of you guys that don't know, there's certain coins that follow. Like there's coins that follow what Bitcoin does, right? For example, Golem follows. It's like very close correlated with Bitcoin. So if you're looking for like a cheaper kind of like Bitcoin thing, Golem would be one of them. But Matic follows very closely what Ethereum does. So if we look at what Ethereum did over here on the day, we see that Ethereum went up 6%, right? And Matic went up even more. Where is it? Matic went up almost 9%. So Matic is absolutely pumping, and Matic is I do hold myself some Matic, so let's check it out. You're a little, I know you've been practicing on your T. Ooh, I like what I see here. I already see something. Do you see it?
Oh, where are we at?
Look at Matic right here.
Okay, yeah.
I'm seeing higher lows. This is looking good. I like this here. It just broke this. I'm liking Matic. What do you think about this?
Is that the 1 day?
This is the 1 day. You want to zoom out to the 7?
Yeah, let's go ahead and see the 7 day.
Oh, that looks even nicer.
Yeah, so it's just forming a cup and handle.
Yeah. Oh, I see it. There's a cup. There's a little handle.
So once it reaches that all-time high,
it should have a nice little jump right there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, once it reaches that all-time high for the weekly, I mean, it could explode out of that and definitely go a lot higher.
Yeah. So it was already at the 3-month. The recent all-time high was at like $2.18. That was a recent all-time high. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing for sure here. This is looking really good. I like what I see. And through all of crypto, I am liking what I'm seeing, especially on such a bearish day for finance. When you look at stocks, it was so bearish. Everything was down. Everything was down, and crypto.
That is the best time.
Strong, and that makes me so bullish on what December brings for crypto. I'm feeling really good about crypto. But any other coins? We got any other coins we want to look at? Just Matic? All right. Well, we can look at some other coins, but yeah, I definitely like Matic. And if you're a big Matic investor, keep your eyes on Ethereum, right? If you're big into Matic, my one tip that I can give to you is keep your eyes on Ethereum. If you notice that Ethereum starts to plummet quickly, you're probably going to see that with Matic. So they're very closely correlated. So if you're a big investor in Matic, always keep your eyes open on Ethereum also, because they are very closely correlated. So, yeah. So that's that. So we were checking out Matic there. I like Matic. I like it.
Let's get a XRP Army in the chat, please.
XRP Army. We got any XRP on here in the chat? Anyone
any
that likes
XRP Army in the chat? Anybody?
XRP's been a stable coin lately, man. Look at this, $1. It's pretty much a stable coin.
Basically, yeah.
Wow, it's literally been flat here. I don't see much.
Yeah, good. Let's go ahead and look at the yearly. Let's see how it's. Let's see.
What was the all-time high? It was about to reach $2 back in
150
April.
Yeah.
Back in April, it was going to reach $2. So you're big into XRP, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, I'm not big into XRP. I don't really necessarily like it. I used to hate it. I'm going to be honest. I used to hate XRP, but lately I've been kind of liking it. I've been learning about XRP, and I've got to say that I'm starting to like what XRP is doing.
Yeah, I mean, so let's be honest. It's really just a matter of time, right? And if you could buy any token under $1 that's in the top 10, like, just go ahead and buy it, whether it be $500 to $1,000. You might 5x, 6x, 7x your money.
So, John, we got a question here. Why should we invest in XRP?
All right. Well, basically, the main reason to invest into XRP. Well, my main reason, I'm not even gonna lie, is there's just a lot of talk about it, right? So like things like
they've got a strong following. I'm gonna be honest with you, XRP. I made one video saying that was way back when I first made my YouTube channel. I made one video kind of saying that XRP wasn't the best, this and that. And oh my goodness, the comments that I got in that video, the XRP army came after me. They were attacking me.
Exactly. And so
the XRP army is strong. I'm going to be honest right now. The XRP has a strong community.
Yeah, and I think anything with a strong community will just take time. I mean, we saw it with Dogecoin, strong community. What ended up happening? I mean, we all saw Shiba Inu, great community. What ended up happening? Boom. Now we move on to XRP, great community, probably one of the best communities you'll see.
I don't know about best, but they are very strong.
let's just see what happens, whether it goes up.
And the thing that I'm liking about XRP is that it's being suppressed. For sure is being suppressed. So imagine if the SEC, the whole thing going on, when this finally, it's finally over, XRP is gonna fly. It is gonna fly when let's say Coinbase they start listing it again, right? When all these exchanges start listing XRP again, or you could finally buy it again, it's gonna take off.
And so those are the factors that will explode XRP. I think a relisting will easily get XRP from $1 to $4 to $5 easily. Once the SEC case is over and their whole thing that's going on, you can easily see it go from $5 to maybe $10. I see price targets of 15 to 20. But if you're able to buy it at $1, I don't see why by the end of this bull run or whatever we're in, it won't go to $5. So you're looking at about a 5x, 4x, kind of just sit there, let it wait, let it do its thing. I've been holding it for probably the longest. I want to say almost 6 to 7 months now, and hasn't generated me any type of money. So I definitely could have made money if I would have put it into USDC or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's the risk I'm willing to take, right? Like, I just don't. You don't want to live your life in regret, right? So say I would have grabbed my XRP, threw it into USDC. Next thing you know, SEC case is over. It gets relisted. I just missed out on what I had, originally invested in. So I try not to move my things around. The only things that I do try to just keep adding to is my Ethereum. Much recently, my Cardano, which is not doing so well. But, like I said, it's a patience thing, right?
For sure.
So that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Here's another one that I like that also follows XRP. That's XLM. I really like XLM, and it's kind of, they call it like the younger brother or whatever. They call XRP and XLM the brothers, and they kind of follow the same patterns. You kind of see it here. But I really like XLM. I like XLM. This is one coin that I can actually get behind and say, I really like what they're doing with the whole cross-border payments and whatever. It's super, there's hardly any fee when it comes to it. I really like XLM. XLM is one of my favorite coins. I used to hold a lot of it, and I did sell a lot of it when I saw a crazy spike. I forgot what spike it was, but I sold a lot of my XLM, and slowly I've been rebuilding my position back into XLM. But I think I'm ready to repurchase it because I really like XLM. I like XLM. They pretty much XLM, XRP. They're kind of do the same thing, right? But
so would you say you're pretty good at math, Mr. Investing Teacher?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at math. Yeah.
Okay, so there's this token that I've been looking at. I've actually already purchased it. I've had it for a while, but it's just interesting to me. But
what is it? Let's pull it up.
Let's go ahead and pull it up. It's called.
Wait, does the chat have any other coins that they want us to look at? Don't forget, if the chat has any coin they want us to look at, just put a comment down below and we'll check it out. We only have about 6 more minutes on the stream. If we need to go we'll go a little bit over it. But put your coin if you want us to check it out, and we will check it out. But what's that coin you want?
So let's go ahead and look at Quant.
Quant. What's the Quant?
QNT.
QNT. Quant. It's in in the 69. Oh wow, 69. All right.
There you go. That might be a sign to buy it, guys.
Might be a sign to buy. So under rank 69 Quant.
Yeah. So
$204 down 35, down 0.35% on the day.
So go ahead and look at the yearly.
Okay.
You're looking, yeah, 400. And so I think what attracted me to quant is obviously like what it's about, which is basically what's it called? I haven't done like too much research into it, but kind of like the main thing that triggered me to buy it was this video that I saw on YouTube, and it said its market cap and how many coins there's available, right? So look at the market cap.
Market cap 2 billion and 2.5 billion.
Yeah, and then look at the total supply.
Where is let's see, trading volume, market cap.
Does it also mention supply on there or no?
Let's see. Market quant, no, historical data. No. Project info. Twitter followers. Got a pretty big following. Where do I forgot. I know I can see the
I think you can maybe just search it up.
Over here, max supply. My bad. It's over here.
Yeah. So this total supply is what, 14 million, about 14.6 million.
Yeah. Oh, and it's not it. Is it going to stay capped here? Does it grow or that's it?
So I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah, because it says the max supply is 14,612,493. So it's kind of like Bitcoin, where once it reaches its max supply,
exactly. So do you happen to know the max supply of Bitcoin off the top of your head or no?
Like 21 million.
21 million, right? So this is less than Bitcoin. So the thing that attracted me to it was a comparison that was made that if it hits the same market cap as I think it was
well, if it reaches the same market cap as Bitcoin, it'll be worth a lot more than Bitcoin is worth right now.
Oh yeah, more, yeah, definitely. But I think it was Ethereum that it was, or we could even do Cardano. And so you're looking at like, you know,
if it reaches the Cardano market cap, it's going to be we're looking at a 20x from here.
20x, right? So the 20x would put it at around what, $20,000?
20x, no, 200 times 20 is
2,000.
2,000. No,
4,000.
Yeah, so, 4,000.
Yeah, so I mean, this is definitely a coin that could go, you know, to 1,000, you know, 1,500. It's just a matter of time. It's already hit 400, but I think that's the main thing that kind of attracted me to it. The low supply, and then also kind of like the fundamentals behind it. I would have to do like a little bit more research into it, but I just thought it was a good coin to just throw in there the last couple minutes, just to, you know, have people watch it. You know, it could end up being the next Ethereum. You never know.
Yeah, and I'm looking to get back into some meme coins. I know you mentioned some Doge, but what do you think about SHIB? Are you a SHIB person or are you a Doge person?
I would have to say the community around Dogecoin is a lot stronger than Shiba Inu. I know Shiba Inu is pretty strong, and I'm not going to lie to you. I've made money on both. Definitely messed up on both as well. Still too early, but definitely did make some profits. But my main thing is I'm looking to buy more of Dogecoin. And the only reason I say that is because, yes, Shiba has a great community, but it doesn't have Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk plus the community of Dogecoin sitting at 20 cents. I mean, we could definitely see Dogecoin hitting 50 cents, 60 cents again.
For sure. But you think Elon is still with Doge? I mean, do you think he
tweets about it all the time. He still does. It's crazy.
I don't really follow his tweets that much after he dumped the market. But you know, once in a while I'll hop on his Twitter and see what yesterday he was talking about some pool party or something like that. What was that all about?
Yeah, no, he's definitely very odd. He'll just hop in chat and say some weird things.
So he for sure is still with Doge. He still supports Doge?
Oh yeah, 100%. There's even been stories saying that he's like preparing it for his kids or something like that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to an end. What do y'all think about Save the Kids coin? Oh man, Save the Kids coin.
Who said that? Let's see here.
That was let me put it on here. What do y'all think about Save the Kids coin? Is that still even on CoinMarket?
I'd say if you want to lose 100% of your money, definitely invest into Save the Kids coin. That's definitely a YouTuber's coin, but it's the whole thing was a scam. I'd recommend just watch Coffee Zilla's video on YouTube. You should probably link it in the comment section if you want.
I think he was kidding. This
Oh,
guy
okay.
he was trolling us, man.
Okay, yeah, he should be trolling.
You know what? I wonder what happened to it. Save the Kids. Like, I wonder if people are still Save the
Buying
World,
it, trading it, maybe.
Save the Kids. There it is. Save the Kids. I want to see, like, are people still trading this? Is it still market data is untracked? You can't find it anymore, I guess.
Yeah, so I think it was a complete rug pull.
Delisted
Definitely.
or something.
Yeah,
That was horrible, man.
yeah,
I mean, oh man, I just can't believe what YouTubers, like those big YouTubers, are doing.
yeah.
Just, man, taking advantage of their audience. That is insane, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so. The best advice I could give to anybody in this chat is
listen to the investing guy.
Yeah, well, that too. But go ahead and put all your money into Squid Game token if you want to great return.
What about those? That was Squid Game. There it is. Squid Game. Is it still? Look at that. Down.
No way, it's still being traded, huh?
It's still being traded. Look at this.
Even
but I thought could you still? Let me see. No way. On the 7th day, it went up.
Dang.
That is insane. That people still.
Let's go to the yearly chart.
Look at the 1 month.
I think this might be a replica.
Look at this.
Oh wow.
This is insane. That is a complete. Wow.
Yeah.
181. It reached $500 and then it went straight to like not even a cent. And in the 7-day, it is more than a cent. Oh, what's it at? It's at 10 cents. People still buying this. That's insane. That is crazy.
People that want to lose their money.
Yep.
Oh well.
All right. Well, the stream's about to end. Chat. Any last questions? Any last coins you guys want us to look at before we end the live stream? Speak now or forever don't look at your coin. Nothing. All right. Xavier, thank you so much for being on here.
Of course.
Thank you to have you on here again.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want to give the chat the one last time? Do you want to give them your Twitter so if they want to follow you?
Yeah. So my Twitter is just XMS100K on Twitter. You can go ahead and shoot me a follow. I'm always posting or tweeting motivational stuff. So
for sure, is right on. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciate it. Have a great night. And here, keep it. Have you seen my videos?
Yeah.
To the moon together.
To the moon together. Let's do it. Yeah.
Got you guys on the next time. You got it? On three. To the moon together. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To the moon together.
Together.
Catch you all on the next.
Catch you guys later. All right. Cool, guys.
Let's go. Later, guys.